In this video, we'll be analysing constraints on business growth, and we'll be going into depth with three constraints. Our first constraint is access to finance. This is particularly relevant for small firms who are perceived as higher risk to lenders. As a result, lenders, such as banks, will charge a risk premium. Additionally, if these small firms try to raise capital through equity markets, then again, equity investors will perceive the firm as higher risk and so demand higher rates of return. This increases the cost of capital for a firm, which small firms cannot afford. Additionally, if you're paying high rates of interest back to a bank, then you're going to have reduced returns. If you've got reduced returns, you've got less profit to maybe reinvest back into your business. And this, as a result, constrains business growth over time. So secondly, we want to look at market size. Often, a business just isn't scalable because it's got a small market audience. So this is particularly relevant for niche firms like arts and crafts firm. Not everyone loves arts and crafts, and so kind of increasing advertising expenditure won't always lead to increased sales, and you're just wasting your money. However, there is a benefit to being a niche market, and that is that you can charge higher prices. This is because in niche markets, the customers tend to be less price sensitive. As a result, they're more inelastic in their demand, and as a result, we can see that the markup is higher by comparing the left-hand graph to the right-hand graph. The markup is the difference between the price paid and the marginal cost. And if you can charge a higher markup, then you've got higher margins. So a third constraint to business growth is competition. So analysing Porter's 5 forces, competitive threats are current competitive rivalry, the threat of substitutes, low barriers to entry, supplier bargaining power, and buyer bargaining power. For example, if barriers to entry are low and you're earning a supernormal profit, firms will enter because the cost of entry is low. Okay, so we can see in the top two graphs, the current industry allows for supernormal profit to be made, but your rivals can see that supernormal profits being made and they want supernormal profits. So as people enter the industry, supply shifts from S to S1. As a result, the market price falls, so demand and average revenue fall. And this reaches a point where there's no supernormal profit is made. If you've got no supernormal profit, you've got no money to invest. If you're not investing, you've got no growth. So the solution to this, according to Michael Porter, is to only enter attractive industries. An attractive industry is an industry where there's little competitive rivalry, there's few substitutes, there's not much bargaining power from your suppliers and buyers, etc. Another kind of attribute of an attractive industry is that you have the potential to change the industry. For example, you can enter the industry when barriers to entry are low, but you can manipulate the industry to increase barriers of entry. These are the three kind of forms of constraints on business growth. There are more, but I think that analysing these three in depth, less to remember and kind of more depth will give you more marks in an exam.